So you might have heard about the plans for the GO Train expansion out to Bowmanville, which includes 4 new stops in Durham region, 2 stops in Oshawa, 1 stop in Curtis, and the final stop in Bowmanville. But something you may not be aware of is that part of Doug Ford's More Homes Built Faster plan is to require municipalities to meet a minimum density target around major transit hubs, including train stations. And while there isn't an exact timeline for the GO Train extension just yet, Oshawa already has a massive development project that, if approved, would bring thousands of residential units, and the tallest tower in Oshawa just steps away from a brand new GO station. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what we know so far about this planned project, how you can voice your opinion, and I'll give you my honest thoughts on how I think this will affect Oshawa's future and reputation. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jessie McClellan, and I'm a realtor here in Oshawa, Ontario with the Lisa Abbott team. I make videos on the real estate market, especially in Durham region, and I also make videos to help guide people who are buying or selling a property in the future. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions about buying, selling, or just want to chat about what's happening in the market and get your questions answered, I'll include a link in the description where you can book a call with me at a time that works best for you. If you haven't seen it yet, this is the map of the new proposed GO Train stations. The new station is planned to be located by Howard Street and First Avenue, which some of you may remember as the former location of Nob Hill Farms, which closed over 20 years ago. Yikes. And that has been abandoned ever since. Directly south of that is 144 and 155 First Avenue. This is where the new development project is planned to be built. So here's what we know about this development so far. It would be a mix of residential and commercial space. It would include between 8 and 15 buildings ranging from 2 to 42 stories tall, which would provide over 5,400 residential units and over 60,000 square feet of retail and commercial space on the ground floor. If completed, the 42-story tower would be the tallest tower in Oshawa. The plans also include a park space with a pedestrian promenade, as well as over 4,500 above and below grade parking spaces. And from what I've read about the residential units, they would consist of a mixture of condominiums, purpose-built rental apartments, and affordable housing. The retail and commercial space would be community-oriented and could include things like a bank branch, coffee shop, restaurants, and a medical office. And as for what style and look they're going for with these buildings, the principal of Ellsworth Group, Andreas Valenzuela, said that they are going to try to vary the style and look of the buildings as much as they can. That way it doesn't look like something that's been done earlier in the 80s when everything looked very much homogeneous. They also said it's one of the asks of the municipality because the community is basically a post-war bungalow-style building, so they want to bring it into the 21st century. He said that their goal is to apply for site plan approval and building permits later this fall and could possibly see construction starting on the rental developments in the summer or fall of 2024. At this time, there's not a whole lot more information available until things are moved along further in the process. The designs are just concepts and plans still need to be submitted and approved. We should also keep in mind how much this project likely relies on the assumption the GO station plans stay true and aren't changed either. On September 11th, there will be a meeting held to discuss with the city officials and the public, so hopefully we'll get some more clarity and information about this project, and if it's something you'd like to attend or have your voice heard, that may be something you want to consider attending. If you'd like to know my opinion and concerns, overall, I think something like this is exactly what South Oshawa needs. Building one new apartment building or condominium is great, but it isn't going to completely revamp an area. But building a new community with 8 to 15 new buildings near a brand new GO station is going to help change that area, and in my opinion, for the better. I honestly don't think you can look at that area of Oshawa and say it's a rough area or needs change and then be opposed to something like this. I'm absolutely in favor of repurposing land that is currently not serving anyone to help with housing for over 5,000 people. I think if done correctly, this would be a huge step in the right direction for Oshawa. It would feel less run down in that area and hopefully help change the perception of that area over time as well. I love the idea of having a mixture of rentals and owned condo units. One thing I've mentioned in some of my previous videos is that Oshawa really lacks entry-level and affordable options. Many of the newer buildings that have recently been built in Oshawa are either 0-bedroom bachelor units near Durham College and geared towards students and are more difficult to get funding for, or they're apartment buildings that are marketed and priced as luxury units. And many of the older buildings in Oshawa are very outdated and either sell at a very high price point or have a really hard to justify monthly maintenance cost. With a growing population and home prices where they're at, condos are going to provide the best opportunity for younger people to enter the real estate market. So we need more buildings and units that reflect that and provide those opportunities. With an average square footage of 620 square feet, if done correctly, that should mean we see some really great 1 and 2 bedroom smaller condo units that provide an affordable option for single people and young couples to enter the market. Something that is very difficult to do if you're trying to stay within Durham region and working with a bit of a lower budget. My only concerns right now are, one, with the designs and plans still needing to be finished and approved, will we see a lot of changes made when or if this project is completed? The city's involvement and support leaves me optimistic, but so much can change before they break ground. My next concern is where are prices going to land for these units? We don't need high-end luxury units, we need some entry-level options added to the market. If these prices compete with the price point of some downtown Toronto condos like I've seen with some recent pre-construction condo projects around Durham, why would anyone want to buy here and live near a GO station when they can purchase in downtown Toronto or anywhere in between? And my other concern is the stress this can put on roads, schools, and other local services. 5,400 plus people or families in a small area can have positive impacts, but also negative ones, especially if roads and schools in the local area are not prepared for the increase in the local population. Overall, I'm very optimistic and excited to see where this goes. I know South Oshawa can get a little bit of a bad rap, but I also do believe it can be turned around and will become a more desirable area in the future, especially because we have a lakefront as gorgeous as we do. But please let me know what your thoughts are on this development in the comment section below. Do you think higher population density might lead to more crime and strain on services? Or do you think that having new buildings, retail, and resources in that area will be refreshing, uplifting to residents, and encourage and attract more young professionals? If you have any questions for me, be sure to click that link in the description to book a call. I'm happy to help you out and point you in the right direction. Like the video and click subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you found this video interesting, and I'll see you in the next one next week. Bye!